bitch niggas better ante up or elevate. I need 6-figure money, won't hella bucks and hella cake. Fuck boy, I been on dummy, shooting hella ops, make them a day. If not him, then kill his mama, make him feel his wrath in the hell away. Hydro shock bullets out, make through his chest, watch as they swim away. I don't stop shooting till you down in your last breath, and then I skid away. This a hollow tip.
Gang, what's popping again, man? Welcome back to Let's Talk Every Day podcast. Of course, come back. Always gotta come back, gang. Because look, when you start something, you gotta finish it right. And today is the question, right? What is the busiest and biggest? Yeah, we can't tie them 2 times. Biggest and busiest distraction right now in 2026. Comparisons, man. No matter how you look at it, no matter where you look at it from, right now, today is the all-time high of comparison. You feel me? So many competitive things to do out there. Who's better than what? Why? Better than where? When? Why? What? And I mean, it even goes so far as comparing colors, comparing directions, comparing teams, comparing shoes, comparing scriptures, comparing books. I mean, like, damn. Right, it'll drive you crazy, gang. But at the end of the day, you know, when you think about it, man, you separate the whole comparison ring, right? Because at the end of the day, you start realizing, like, there's nobody to compare to. You know, you start people on like, what my other things? Where my competition? Right? Where's my competition? I think that's when you wake up and you start letting go. Ain't no competition, man. You can't compare to nobody but yourself. Ain't nobody's journey gonna be the same. Nobody's journey meant to be the same. Your journey gonna be like the last one, and the last one, and the last one, and the last one. You know, throughout the cycles of life that you have. If you haven't known yet, you have. But at the end of the day, comparing yourself to somebody else and how somebody else lives, what somebody else be again, you can't. I don't think that's why we created. We all created with equally but unequally different stories. And that's according to scientific documents. That's according to scientists. That's according to physicians. That's according to coaches of life coaches. Get it? That's according to everybody who got a goddamn PhD in this shit. When you get to study them and look at it, you never should compare yourself. Right away, you put yourself in an isolation box. And what I mean by isolation box is where you sort of cross yourself off. You kind of corner yourself in a position to possibly never be greater than yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the only person you gotta compare yourself to, is the outdated you, right? So if you're trying to get to the updated version of yourself, why are you trying to compare to somebody who ain't even doing the same task or knowledge? Why are you comparing yourself to somebody who don't have the same ability, or who ain't even equipped the same equal chance, or equal more than an equal chance than you? Right now, today, we're finding out that a lot of people is allowing the world to make it. Emily McDonald, she said it best. You feel me? Social media is making people feel like the most. If you can look on social media right now, you see a nigga platform and you see somebody doing something, you always you know, first thing that comes to your mind will probably your head. Oh, I can do that, I can do this right now. But then, before that thought ever popped up, it's a jealousy of that other see-through. You feel me? It's a jealousy. Find yourself angry because they doing something you can't do. You find yourself angry like, hey, what they saying? I wish I would have that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from experience because I know when I was doing this, they did the same shit. How they come up with that? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, look, it ain't too many niggas take time to time. All you gotta do is stay prepared and stay creative. You understand what I'm saying? Stay prepared and stay creative. Right now, today, people get scared to get judged behind their creation and creativity. You know what I'm saying? And you know that because they already scared to be judged about basically, right? So behind whatever you create, you already self-analyze and judge yourself. You know what I'm saying? You be yourself versus You can accept the verses and words taught. You say for all the above, the words of words, and behind doing it, you find yourself down and start to trip. You fail. Along with what everybody else tells you. That's why me personally, I always tell myself perfectly what I tell you. What everybody else got to say on the side, right? What I say now, in my mind, what I say in my job, and I think a lot of people, when you say that, they get that incorrect. They think like, oh shit, they trying to control the world. No, nigga, I know nigga gotta die alone, just like you. So yeah, what I say matters in my life. So if I believe I am a superstar, that's what the fuck matters. It don't matter that you feel okay. Your song ain't good, gang. That ain't worthy. You ain't a superstar. I keep trying. Nah, none of that matters. What you feel like ain't my eye, nor is it the creator's eye. You know what I'm saying? That's ain't no other way to put it. Because like I said, if I was to be a fool and let you, dictate the future of my eye to your eye, then I'd be losing that time. Every day I do something to be eye or okay. And right now, my nigga, like, look, check the rap game. Everybody claiming to be the coldest of all. They like, he okay. That nigga, he can't rap, he can't out rap him. And the person they always point at be a person who can't even come up with a motherfucking full sentence in the rap bars. Like, gang, they can't even come up with, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucking paragraph of nothing that's relatable, nothing that's emotional, nor nothing that's like productive, nothing that's pushing somebody to go forward, right? Like, no, they can't. And that's crazy. It's crazy. These are the people they paying though, right? Well, look around, that's who they paying all the millions of bucks. 6ix9ine, he got a podcast right now. He was talking about this gang. Shout out to 6ix9ine. I think the podcast cracking. Everybody be on his ass because he done told and all this. So it's like this. How long or how many people finna follow that the rapper snitch program, right? How many? We can wait. Because I'm trying to wonder, like, yo, some of the people that y'all thought was the most gangsters, some of the most thuggish, some of the most baddest clicks out there, gang, they actually got themselves put in a horrible position. You feel me? Behind being who they or who y'all wanted them to be. Because I'm gonna be real, that ain't who they wanted to be. The person that y'all glorified them for, that is not who they wanted to be. Y'all think Young Thug wanted to be out there with slime life? He already knew, my nigga, he was fucking his life over, fucking his career over. Due to the fact his homies and them, they cheering him on, he gonna keep doing that shit. That's what's crazy. Like, dang, due to the fact the homies cheering him on, he wanna keep going. He like, shit, I can't stop now. I got the crowd loving me. I got everybody loving me. And me personally, I never cared about that. Honestly, I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I get 1 view. And I still think that right now today, I don't give a fuck if I get 2 views, nigga. I'm not finna, listen, I ain't finna put myself in a position to where, it's only satisfying y'all and not myself. You know what I'm saying? It's only satisfying you and not myself. And this is my time. This is my, arts and craft. This is my skills. Emily McDonald said the best when she said, right now today, people are shielding themselves. And not in a good way, but in a worse way. They shielding their true selves. They shielding the true potential. They shielding who they really are, like the talent, the skills, because of the world around them, because of the environment. If y'all was paying any attention to the UFO files out there again, and when they were speaking about the whistleblowers and shit like that, you feel me, for some of you motherfuckers who don't know, the whistleblowers was also stating that, yo, look, some of our high-ranking motherfuckers, they go collect these people from overseas. Them people from overseas, their mind states are not like the Americans. Americans maintain it, the shit they eat, it's fucking their mind up. They can't think, they can't see shit. They can't even have a 15-second visualization of anything. And they not lying, gang. Because now when you do the background research and you look at the fucking files that came out, that been released, them are the only people that they, pay, or what people call it over here, kidnap. And then we find out they weren't being kidnapped. They was paying the people. They was paying the people. These people already poor. They already don't speak English. They ain't got no food over there. They ain't got no oil, no lights, no cars, nothing like that. Third world countries, they was paying them, gang. Look, y'all hungry, y'all starving? Okay, I got a way to help you and your family. You want to stop the kids from down, right? Look, I tell you this. We got a program we're working on. I'll give you a couple $1,000. Come over here. You work in this program, you'll be released in 6 months. No biggie. That was the whole trick the whole time. Mhm. Because look, half of the people didn't make it. Some of the whistleblowers were saying they was killing them off. Some of the people, you feel me, got aggravated after a while, being there 3 and 4 months. They're like, man, I miss my family. I want to go home. Now you done signed a contract, my nigga, and what they want from you is the works. They want everything you can offer. They want every little bit of fucking knowledge that you got about anti-gravity or advanced technology or time travel. They want that shit put on the table. They want you to create something, then they gonna send you about your lovely way. At least that's what they say. And now we look, all them scientists dead. But the whole reason I said that is to say that they let them people dictate their future. You let them dictate their future with fear. Well, they got so knee deep in this ocean that they shouldn't have played in. Because if you already been working for the government, you already got money. You already been, you feel me, solidified for creating something for USA. God damn it, why would you go sign an NDA just to do some more bullshit? Why? Like, make that make sense. It's like, nigga, if you get out the army and you retire, so you finna go back in. You only retire just to go back in and risk your life. Nigga, most people like, well, shit, they fought for the country. I understand all that shit. Let's give them a round of applause. But if we being, real, if we being more consciously real, coherent, well, she just spoke about your purpose and destiny. Would that mean the guys that went and fought for their country, was that their purpose, was that their destiny? Did they wake up, they stood and say, yo, today I want to save America. America only, I want to do it because that American flag means this and that to me. You got the reason? Or was it because they also was trying to find purpose, and the purpose that they found was going to the army because they felt like, it's the only way I certify myself. It's the only way I'm gonna certify myself. I don't got nothing to do. I ain't got nowhere to go. I ain't got no real goals. I'm gonna go turn around. Man, if we go around and we listen to a lot of stories, we hear that. That's the main story. Shit, I don't want to go to college. I don't know what else to do. I really ain't have a business. My pops told me to create a business. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the Navy, the Army, or the Marines. Man. They either make it out, they either don't. They either come out fucked up. Lately, them Army people, they've been coming out fucked up. They've been seeing shit. Now we know what they've been seeing. They've been fucking sent on missions to retrieve UFOs or UAPs, and then once they retrieve them, you feel me? They biogenics get the genetics get all the way fucked up. Like, it's scary, man. Like, Dr. Stephen Greer talked about it. He said they offered him $2 billion. $2 billion. To work on a project. I mean, he was like, hell no, he turned it down. His wife talked to him. She was like, no, babe, I don't think you should do it. I don't think so. That's real dangerous. It sound like it sound like something you ain't gonna be able to come back from. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look now, scientists who end up missing, General McCaslin, they was part of something they couldn't come back from, like literally. So the comparison thing, like a lot of people want to be in General McCaslin's position. They said he was the top, like #1 ranking motherfucker with all the knowledge, right? So you can only imagine how many people would have wanted to take his place. You pay top dollar. You know all there is to know about UFOs, aliens, and whatever else. Some of the coolest people that work in the field you work in. Also, they are like-minded people just like you. So, but this the key thing. We don't know who all they work with. We don't know if all them people that that's in the same work field you in, they work with somebody. Nowadays, the time we living in, man, anybody can be influenced, right? So the influence that is taking place right now, we see it in the White House, we see it in the Pentagon, we see it going on in the government. We see it. We see it with the alien files and MC files. We see it in the fakery of the death from the new findings of all these species and shit like that, gang, that they coming out with. I think it's safe to say that, they've been holding back too much. And if you out there, gang, and you feel that you are more powerful than you are, then yes, It's time for you to hold back no more. It's time for you to push and pump. Right now, the world been so shielded. They done shielded. They said, 80 years or something? Like, I don't know, like drum roll. I lost count, man. It's a new number every time. You know what I'm saying? It's a new number every time. 60, 30, 80. You know, first it was 1965. First time they seen me 67. Then they went way back to 47 and 42. Like, what the heck? Then you get Amy Eskers talking about P-47s and P-52s. Like, that's starting to make you wonder, like, what timeline we in, right? Because this shit getting like a fucking RP, for real. It's getting like a real life RP. What timeline are we in? You know? If you feel you're in a correct timeline, then shit, none of this matters. If you feel you're in a different shift, then that's where the consciousness is, right? But if you look around, man, there's more death, more killing. You know, show you people, NPCs, they soldiers, they heartless not there. You know? What caused it? What started it? It ain't like everybody was just beefing. You know? That'll be the thing. They be like, oh shit, everybody was just, no, that ain't the case. That ain't the case. Like Chud the Builder. That ain't the case that he just getting picked on by black people. That's not the case. If you actually pay attention, he running around each city and state calling black people niggers. Like, you feel me? Like, well, look what happened. He ended up in a shooting. Ended up shooting the person, not a nigga bail some millions of dollars. They don't plan on letting him out. But you know, whenever if you trying to push a black person, man, that's why right now in this world we live in, it ain't time for everybody to be ignoring shit. A lot of people, they ignore stuff. They act like it's not, oh no, I don't know. I never seen that shit. But then when it's too late, then everybody want to relate, be related. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, nigga, you better stay in that line where the fuck you didn't know what the fuck was going on. Right, because when the shit get popping, then everybody want to come on with their dumb stories or synopsis. But it's never a synopsis or solution. I'm always going for the wrong reason. It's never to push them forward, but it's always just to feel relatable or to get somebody like, yeah, you feel me? So what Emily McDonald, mentioned, be yourself, your authentic self. Stop following the bandwagon. The crew you following, they gonna fall off the edge. So they don't even got nobody they follow. They don't know where they going. Right? The team of spirits you following, they gonna burn. And where they burn at, this is spirit graveyard. That's where they gonna go, because they don't even know where they go. Their spirit leader is misled, right? Hey, what can you say? At the end of the day, man, look, I have to drop that on y'all. So y'all comment in the comment section and tell me what's the biggest distraction that you can come up with, that you believe takes place right now in 2026. In all cases. Anyway, I love y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all take care, stay safe, stay out the way out.
The gang, them grew up in piling. Couple of groupies to fit with. High, no turbulence, vibing. Higher than you niggas getting. Flying while you niggas flyless. Your kind is scooter dependent. I come something new when I'm driving. Driving off the roof, no ceilings. Got a skyline view when I'm riding.